God gave you a vision. Now it's time to give it a system. Happy Monday, ladies. It's me, Coach Angel, with really just your word for the day, your word for this season, your word for the week. This is your word whenever you need it to be reminded of it, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, whenever you need to be reminded, I want you to come back to this video. God gave you a vision. Now give it a system. What am I talking about? Whatever your business idea is, whatever your business is, whatever avenue, whatever niche, right? God gave you that. He gave it to you for a reason, right? And because he gave it to you, you are 100% capable of building it out, right? Moses was 100% capable of completing the assignment God gave him. Joseph, Old Testament, 100% capable of completing the assignment that God gave him, right? The obstacles couldn't stop him. He faced some really, really harsh ones. I won't go into what he went through, right? And so first, I want to encourage you, because God gave it to you, it's protected, right? Success is inevitable for you, as long as you stay with God, just like it was with Joshua, right? Joshua 1, it says, because God was with Joshua and everything he did, he had success and he prospered, right? Same thing with Joseph. So that's the beautiful thing about how we can have confidence as believers in the God that gave us the vision. Now, here is the thing. God giving you the vision doesn't exempt you from needing a system in place, from needing a plan, from needing to add action to your faith, right? And I'm going to tell you by experience, as many of you probably already know, when I had my first nonprofit, I had it for 3 years. I had a clear vision for what I was building, but I had no systems in place. I had no structure as far as money coming in, right? I had a system for serving my people, and everything that I was supposed to do to serve the people who I was serving in my nonprofit, it got done, no problem, right? But I did not have a true system that worked for bringing in income into my business. And when you limit your income, you limit your impact. That's not sustainable. A business that doesn't make money ever, like, yes, businesses need time to grow and get established and different things like that. That's different. But that was not happening. I was not establishing systems to eventually bring money into the business. I was just really ignoring that side and not taking it seriously. But after 3 years, that catches up with you. And that's what can lead to burnout. It's not the actual work that leads to burnout, because the workload had not changed. It was the workload matched with a lack of results and financial support that led to the burnout. And it wasn't until God gave me a system, a simple system to market and sell, right? So basically to get people to know who I was, what I did, and also get people to actually buy, right? Put myself in front of people who needed what I had to offer, and people to actually buy and start working with me. It wasn't until 2016 when I put that system into place that I went from having an expensive hobby and being burnt out to having a profitable business that also had purpose. And that's when everything changed. That's when I finally had something that was sustainable, right? And that's also when my reach expanded massively. And so whatever your vision is, what I want you to be aware of, to be reminded of, and to remember is that the vision is there, and it's so beautiful that you are aware of it, right? And that you're pursuing it, and that you've committed to building it out. But along with the vision, along with the impact that God created you to make, right? Along with the people that God has called you to serve, because what I know is that you have a heart to serve them. But I need you to have a mind to sell, right? And that just means that you are committed, you have decided, right, to be consistent with creating a marketing and sales system and carrying it out with the same effort and diligence that you do serving your people. Because whether you're serving them for free, like I did, or you're serving them for very little money, like some of my clients have done when they first start working with me. And I don't mean you're charging low because the service is low, right? For instance, if this was a tea from a tea shop and they charged me $4, well, that may be a price for tea, right? But depending on what you're helping them with, right, then $25 for an hour of your time, if you're even charging that, isn't necessarily what the market rate is. And what that means is it's not a fair price for the service that you're giving, right? It's not fair to you or them to undercharge people or to give your services away for free just because you either don't know better or you have been taught by whether it's family members, someone from your sanctuary, that selling is wrong, because it's not. And I go into why it's not in other videos, right? But what I want you to just remember from this video again is that now that you're clear on the vision God has given you, it's time to give the vision a system. Because when you limit your income, you also limit your impact.